Welcome to yet another ham radio video. This is JKQ4DUX. If you're new here, I love portable operations. Most of what I do is experimenting and operating out in the field, and I do this from a learner's perspective. Please excuse my quirky mannerisms and speech patterns and less than stellar camera performance. If you can do that, come along with me and maybe we'll learn something together. So today we're in the backyard. Also, bear with any neighborly sounds and background noises. We do have chickens. But let's get into today's presentation. So if you've followed my channel and any of what I've been doing as far as portable operations and parked it on the air, I've been running this antenna, and this is based on KJ6ER design, where you're running a quarter wave vertical with a telescopic whip and an elevated radial, which reduces ground losses. This has been an excellent antenna for me, really had great results, but usually I run a single radial. I've had very good results with one radial, but according to his design, you use two at a 90-degree angle. So what we're going to do today is see if we can test any performance difference with one radial versus two. Now, I don't have the experience, the know-how, and the computer modeling, all of that, but what I can do is experiment in the field. So let's take a look at what we have. Right now I'm set up with two radials as per his PDF, where he shows the instructions, and we'll take a look at the stick 230. So this is about the best that I could get when tuning for this. I experimented with the radial length and of course the whip length and a few other things to get as best as I could. So this is what we have: SWR 1.25, and then if we go to this page, we can see our R and X values. So what I'm planning to do is to use this and call CQ test with my radio and use the reverse beacon network to record the location of stations which can hear me, and also the dB. So we'll see if we get much performance on the strength of the signal and also what stations can hear me. So stand by for that. I'll get things set up here. We'll call CQ for a while with the two radials, and then we'll switch to one and see if we see any difference. Okay, so I've got things set up here. Called QRL once, didn't get anything, and then I'm going to start calling CQ test. And I may give it just even 3-4 minutes. It's on repeat. Okay, I was able to get one here directly south. Where is that one? That one's down South America, which seems kind of strange because generally it's supposed to be kind of directional where the radials are facing. This is as far or farther in the opposite direction. So we've been going maybe about 3-4 minutes now. I'll call a few more times and then we'll switch. 4 dB, 13, 17, okay. Alright, so we'll stop there and I'll switch and come back. Okay, so here we are with the single radial. Things actually looked a little better. So we'll try this out and see how it goes. I am going to move up frequency a little bit just so if I forget when we look at RBN, we'll be able to see the two different frequencies to know that these were different tests and which reports belong to which test. So let's give it a go. See how it works with one. So nothing coming up yet. Alright, so several of them populated at once. So we are looking at, let's see, lowest is 3 dB, highest is 20. So we have a 9, 10, 11, 20 coming up. Take a look at the map. I don't know if it shows the newer ones. It'd be interesting if the same stations would pick me up both times. That would be probably the best indicator. Alright, so that's that. I'll take some time and crunch all these numbers and see what we can find out. Just primarily right off the bat, not a huge difference, but like I said, I'll go through them and I'll come back. Alright, so we'll see how this filming goes. As I said in the disclosure, please bear with me. But see how there's some of these stations picked up both times. So we'll just start at the bottom and work our way up. So this is with the 2 radials, 755 miles away. Picked me up at 5 dB. Same station, and you see the frequency was different. So this was the second time. One radial picked me up at 3 dB, so 2 less. Then I move up to the next one with 2 radials, and this was 821 miles away, picked me up at 6. The second time, 1 radial picked me up at 10, so that was an increase of 4. Next station was 432 miles, 10 dB with the 2 radials, 9 with 1, pretty close, but that was a little bit of a loss. And let's see, this is the last one that picked us up both times. Again, in the 782 mile range, 8 dB with the 2 radials and 9 with the single. So some you gain, some you lose. Overall, not a huge difference, at least this, and this is very preliminary testing. It's by no means conclusive, but this is kind of the pattern that we get most of the time in the field. I will get a lot of the upper East Coast, and then from Texas to there, and it usually this way. And it's very common that I'll pick up some West Coast stations and some Canadian stations. I've worked Sweden and some other DX as well with the single radial. But you can also go back here, and if you want to eliminate the first segment, let's take a look how many minutes ago. 25 minutes ago, 15. So if I go and change this to 20 minutes, that will eliminate the first set. So this is the map with the first set, and I change it to 20. That's without it. So maybe a little more focused, maybe not. And again, this was only calling CQ a few minutes one time on one given day. But this is how you need to do when you looked at the website with the plans from KJ6ER. He says, he's a big supporter of doing stuff in the field, and in the plans it says you must test in the field. Don't get caught up in all of the theory and modeling and all of that. That is helpful. That's how things like this were designed. But in the end, you've got to test in the field. That's what we've been doing today. So to wrap things up, what are the takeaways? Well, 2 is probably best. I believe the work that was put into the design. But 1 certainly does the job. I've had great success with 1, and this was actually one of the first times I have used 2. And I did see a huge improvement getting those radials off the ground and just using 1. I've been going with 1, obviously less stuff, lighter and all that, which is not a huge deal to me always, but it is to some people. So take away what you will, but love this antenna system. I love the theory of the quarter wave vertical with an elevated radial tuned to the frequency. And I'm continuing to do more tests. Worked on a wire only lightweight version using this that's working very good as well, and hope to do more experiments to come. Please like and subscribe. Any feedback is really appreciated. Just a simple comment really helps me and gives me the desire to keep moving forward. Thanks for watching. You've watched yet another ham radio video. This is Jay, KQ4DUX. Hope to see you on there soon, 7-3.